Hey baddies, welcome back to another video. Today I have Portia in the car with me. That's my dog. I haven't introduced you guys to Portia yet. We're taking a car ride to my favorite, well, one of my favorite sandwich places here called Firehouse Subs. I love subs. So I'm gonna be showing you guys the lobby when I go in to order my sub, and then we're gonna sit down and have lunch together and do a part 2 topic of last video story time. I cannot wait. So stay tuned, guys. I'll be back. Okay, you guys, we are going inside Firehouse Sub. I love the little theme in here. It smells good in here. So, let's take a look at the menu, guys, and see what I'm gonna order. And I'll be back. So I ended up ordering my favorite, the New Yorker steamer, and a small Firehouse meatball because I did want to try the meatball, but it's like a 4-inch, so it's really small. Y'all will see. But I'm here at the freestyle machine, and I always get vanilla Coke. Always get vanilla Coke at the freestyle machine. So I will see you guys back at the house so we can talk and eat. Welcome back. So I'm back at the house from Firehouse Sub. I'm just spraying some hand sanitizer spray on my hands. Okay, 1 second. Let me see if I can adjust that lighting. That's better. All right, so Firehouse Sub. Let's see. Small. I got planes for my chips. And this is going to be probably lunch and dinner. But I just wanted to try that meatball sub. That's why I had got that too. And of course, you guys know I'm drinking vanilla Coke. Okay, let me see. Can you guys see food? All right, so here's the meat. Oh, they give you a pickle on the side of the sandwiches. That pickle is kind of wet. Ooh, it looks good. This is the meatball. Now, it looks dry. It looks dry, but I guess I'm not supposed to have mayo on it because of the marinara. But I just really wanted to try it. So I'm going to literally break it in half because there's 2 meatballs on here. Cheese kind of warmed up a little bit, or cooled off a little bit. All the marinara fell off. So for me, y'all, I still like to put mayo on my marinara. I mean, meatball subs. But this is mainly bread. More bread than anything. I really just wanted to try that, y'all. Seriously. This sandwich is my favorite over here. This is the one I'm gonna eat. Clear my palate. Okay, so today, first off, let me just say thank you guys for watching this video today. I jumped right in and went to biting that food. I was hungry, have not eaten all day. I wanted something to eat. My stomach was grumbling. Sorry about that. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for growing with me. Like this video and share with everybody and let them know what we over here doing. So I feel like I need to adjust my camera a little bit. I don't know, whatever. This will be fine. So yeah, so today I'm doing like a little part 2 to my last video talking about relationship with my ex. It was just like some things in the comment that needed to be addressed, and just some questions that were asked. So we're gonna get into it. This is the New Yorker steamer sandwich. It has mayo. I added lettuce, corned beef, deli mustard, pastrami. It's good. One of my favorite sandwiches. Let's take me a bite because I'm hungry. I made it sloppy. I like sloppy sandwiches. But anyway, so I just wanted to talk about some of the wrongdoing that was done in the relationship. I mean, it's wrongdoing in every relationship, I guess. No relationship is perfect. It was a lot of wrongdoing, I would say, on both ends, not just his. I can't put all the blame on him. It's kind of hard to talk about, like, cause I'm putting it out there. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, so wrongdoing. Okay, so let's see. For me, the main thing that I felt like was done wrong to me was me allowing him. One of the main wrongdoings was like the staying out late at night every night. So like that was one of my biggest wrongdoings I felt was wrong. Because when you're in a relationship, you're supposed to compromise on things and set boundaries. And when you living with your woman or your man or whatever, you don't want to wake up in the middle of the night, whether you be the man or the woman, and look over and your partner is still not in bed with you and it's like 2 a.m. And then when you call, you don't get an answer. So that automatically hurts your feelings. Like, why isn't my man at home with me, in bed with me, or whatever? And then it was like, he would get up early, go to work every day, get off work, come home, shower, and leave. And then it didn't always used to be like that because we would hang out together sometimes. But then it got to a point where we would leave the house and be separate from each other. I go hang out with someone, my friends, he go hang out with his friends. But this became like an everyday thing. And then it was just like, sometimes he was just not coming home till he had to wake up from work to go back to work in like an hour or two. Those things used to be hurtful for me. So I felt like I was being done wrong because, like, here I am home cooking dinner for you, packing your lunch, got your lunch ready, your work clothes laid out, and then you don't come home. You don't come home and eat dinner with me. Like, that used to hurt my feelings. I guess you could say I didn't feel like the things I were doing was appreciated. He would tell me he appreciated it and things like that, but it was just like, I felt like, why we have had this distance between each other? And then when I would ask about it, it would turn into an argument. Like, you bothering me, you bugging me. So I'm like, that was one of the main things. It was being felt like you were alone in your own home. Another thing was, I want to say responsibilities when it came down to like bills and stuff. Like, I don't feel like I was being helped with the bills. I'm not saying he didn't help with anything, because he did pay bills. But it was about managing your money to make sure the bills are paid on time. So though a lot of that became arguments of, that was like, I felt like I was being done wrong on that. And I was kind of like guiding him and showing him, because he's never been in a relationship where he had to do anything like that. But I just felt like maybe he was more concerned about what he wanted to do. He just wanted to enjoy the outside more than his responsibilities inside. I don't know what it was going on in his head. I do know that him drinking played a big factor in like the way he acted towards me. It was like when he was drinking, he didn't really want to be around me because I would I don't want to say complain, because if you're drinking and you driving my car all crazy and I feel unsafe, or I feel like, hey, you need to chill out, you need to slow down, he would get so angry at me and mad. And it would turn into an argument. And all I'm trying to do is basically show you that you doing wrong. You wrong. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. You can't be on the road like that, doing crazy stuff like that. Those type of things used to turn into arguments. And it was just like, I was always trying to defend the relationship, and I felt like he wasn't really trying to defend it either. Like, he wasn't trying to work on the things that I was pointing out. We would just argue about it, and that was just dumb. As far as like cheating other women go, I don't really find that being a big factor in why we broke up, because there wasn't really many incidents of it. And then when there was incidents where I felt like something was going on, I talked about it with him, and he told me things, and I accepted whatever the situation was. So cheating wasn't really my issue. It was more so I felt like I wasn't getting the time invested into the relationship like I was. I felt like we were just living together. And it got to a point to where we called it like, hey, we just living together, because of so much argument. And he wouldn't, like, I don't want to say comply, because I don't want to put like I was trying to put down rules on him, because I know a man coming out of prison and your woman trying to put down rules on them, it take them back to like feeling like they in prison. And I wasn't trying to do that, but I was also trying to get him to understand, like, when you're in a relationship, you gotta work on things. And then so there was wrongs on my end too, things like social media. So that was number one. I feel like a number one problem for him that we had, that I was wrong. And that was, he just asked that I would not post our relationship or him on social media, which I wanted to respect that. I tried to respect it. And then I even came to him with, hey, I want to post you as my MCM, Man Crush Monday or whatever. I even asked for permission, and he allowed me to. So I did it, but then I continued doing it. And then when we got into an argument, he was like, and I told you about that social media stuff. I asked you not to post me, but yet here you still do it. And then you asked me for permission, like knowing I don't want you doing it, and then you still do it. So that was something that he really just didn't like that I did. But like, he knows my reasoning as to why I wanted to share my relationship on social media. I mean, for one, it is the new era. Everybody shares their relationship on social media. For two, we could have made it. We could have been a relationship couple on YouTube making money together. That could have been a factor. I mean, it's just, social media is what it is. Why not share in my happiness with the people I love? Because my social media, my platforms, I don't just friend anybody. I mean, now that I'm growing on YouTube and stuff, I want to let more people from the world into my life. But at that time, I'm like, I don't feel like I was doing any harm by that. But I was all in all, at the end of the day, disrespecting his wishes with the social media stuff. So that became, something that led to arguments or whatever. When we would get into arguments and things, I would take out aggression on throwing things, punching things, slamming things, breaking stuff. That's what I did. And that's how, grew up. I seen my mom doing that. Like, instead of me putting hands on you physically and it turned into something bad, I put hands on other things and objects and stuff. And that was a wrong that he didn't like that I was doing. And that got him to the point where he didn't want to be around the house. So maybe that led to why he wasn't coming home and stuff. I mean, boy had a curfew. And when he got off of that curfew, he wanted his freedom to be outside doing whatever he was doing. He's a big family person, so I know he used to be around family all the time. And he still does. He's always around his family. I just felt left out of everything. And I remember before he got out of prison, he told me, he was like, don't ever feel left out of our family and whatever, because you know you're not. Which, I mean, I've been around forever. And that's a whole nother video in itself as to how I've been around forever. And we'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, like that's some of the wrongs I felt like where we both went wrong at. And we both, well, I always preach communication. And then there was times where he would bring up, how you gonna preach communication, but you didn't just communicate this and this and that. So one of my issues with him communicating was kind of like setting things up. Had a hard time with arranging things. It would kind of be like, oh, last minute telling me things. And I'm like, well, if I would have known this beforehand, you know, I could have, you know, better prepared myself for whatever it was. And then, I mean, the communication just was weird. It's because he didn't want to feel like he had to answer to anybody. And I wasn't trying to get him to communicate where tell me your every move and everything. I just feel like out of respect, answer your phone when I call you. I'm your lady. And half of the time when I call you, it's nothing major. It's not, oh, where you at? No, I'm calling the, hey, babe, I love you. What do you want for dinner? I'm finna cook. Do you want, you know, something to go down tonight in the bed? Like, I'm trying to cater to you. I'm not trying to annoy you. And I guess it turned out to where I just became so annoying to him. And whatever. But, I mean, there was good times, too. I'm not saying the whole relationship was hell. I just know it was a growing experience for him. I've been in relationships. I've been through it, and I just don't want to go through it no more. I didn't want to go through it anymore, but obviously now I have to go through it again if or when I ever do find love again. But yeah, it was just a lot of not seeing eye to eye. And then I don't know if you guys are big on or believe in zodiac signs, but I'm real big on that. And if we look up a Sagittarius and a Pisces, we are not compatible. But I'm the type of person that like a challenge, and I feel like, no, I can prove the spiritual guys wrong, that we are compatible. But nope, I didn't think it worked out that way. It didn't work out that way. But I'm doing good, guys. I'm healing. I'm talking about it. It makes me feel better. It makes me understand the mistakes that I made. And helping me move on. So, it's cool. I just wanted to address a few more things about, you know, how things went bad between us. I'm running out of napkins. I like a new napkin like every time. I was asked, is there any type of like physical, emotional, spiritual contact with him anymore? And definitely no physical contact with this man. Emotionally, yes. I feel like, yes, I am still emotionally attached to him. Spiritually, no. I don't think I'm spiritually attached to him anymore either, because when my spirit changed and shifted and told me to just get out of that situation the other day when I went to go see him, that's how I knew, okay, you're not spiritually attached to this man anymore. It's just, I'm emotionally still attached. It's like, I still have feelings. I still have thoughts. I still have what if this, what if that, or I wish we could have did this, I wish we could have that, or can we do this, can we, you know how many times I asked this man, can he come back home and can we start over? Guys, I ain't gonna lie. I love this man so much, like, I would beg, like, please give me a chance to let's make this work. Like, I understand you better. We can communicate better. We can make this work. Like, and it got to the point where I started feeling pathetic. Like, girl, if you don't quit begging this man obviously don't want you around. Another hurtful thing was, like, when I had my gallbladder removed in January, out of all people, regardless of what we went through, I thought I was going to be able to, you know, call on him and count on him to be there for me. And he wasn't. He wasn't anywhere to be found. He wouldn't answer the phone for me. I had to move that same month I had surgery out my apartment. The one me and him lived in together. On the second floor. I just had surgery. I had stitches in my stomach. And you're not going to come help me move? Like, things like that are hurtful to me. Why I thought I was drinking sweet tea. And I went to drink. I'm like, this ain't tea. This is vanilla Coke. Yeah, so that was hurtful. I mean, I still don't really know. Well, I'm guessing the reason he didn't come help me out when I needed him and he didn't come see about me when I needed him is because I exchanged very ugly words to him prior to my surgery in text messages. And that's very toxic of me. And I can admit that that is so toxic of me. It's, and let him tell it is when I don't get my way. When I don't get my way, I go to throwing shade, saying all these things or whatever. But I don't feel like it's not because I'm not getting my way. I be trying to get him to understand that it's because when you need me, I'm there no matter what. I drop any and everything for him. No matter what, for anybody who I love. They know that's how I am. But when I need you, I can never get that same love back. The same way. It's never, okay, let me drop what I'm doing and go ahead and make sure this is gangster. It's never that. It's always, well, what you finna do and what's your motive with this? And like, it's, oh, no, I can't. Oh, I got you on the next. And it's just like, really? Like, when can I ever get a, all right, I got you. I'll be right there. That bothers me too. So I'm working on it, y'all. Just letting it all go. Like I said, talking about it, I feel better. So it's all good. But yeah, that's just some of the wrongs that happen in the relationship. And I know everybody goes through wrongs and everybody moves on differently. Just, it's healing and comforting for me to talk to you guys about it. So I really, really appreciate your time. I am actually full. I'm going to save this other half of my sandwich for dinner. Let me show y'all. I didn't even show y'all a close-up. It is nice and sloppy. I love mayo, so I'm not complaining at all. With pastrami and corned beef, and it's got melted Swiss on it. But I'm going to finish that, and I'm going to eat the pickle with the rest of that, because it's good with the pickle. And the rest of my chips for dinner. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for listening to story time today. I appreciate you guys so much. I got some great videos coming up soon. I'm going to a Kevin Gates concert. Is it next week? Next Wednesday. So I'll be filming my Kevin Gates concert with you guys. I'm so excited. So yeah, just stay tuned. We got more coming. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for growing with me. Thanks for not judging me. Comment down below what you guys think about this video. If you guys got any other questions for me, I am so happy to answer. I thank you guys so much. Let me get up out of here, guys. Love you, baddies.